And we're back for the thrill of it. That's right, the thrill of it. We did a couple of, I guess, thrillers. The one was for sure a thriller, eh? And the other one?
Kind of
They're both
suspense
kinda, yeah.
type things. So
we did 47 meters down. Or, I guess, Jaws meets Deep Blue Sea.
not
Kinda?
even. Because the shark wasn't, per se, the main character in
Sharks nowadays in movies suck.
it. Yeah.
They are so bad. Like, man, I like Jaws, and Jaws was made in the 70s, right?
Yep.
So the shark was horrible. You look at but it's still scarier than damn sharks they put in with the computers nowadays.
That's true. I agree with
Man,
that.
these sharks, they move in such a I hate they move in such unrealistic ways to me. I love Shark Week on Discovery Channel.
Yep.
I love that week. I don't care. I'll watch it. Boop, click it on. It's on. I'm like, yeah, sharks. Woohoo! Love me some sharks. And I watch movies like this with sharks in them, and I go,
Don't you guys watch
Shark Week?
Like, really, just watch one episode and you realize that it's a fish.
Yeah.
And
There's not going to be 500 great white sharks in the water in one area. Like, do you guys understand that? Fucking these people who bait the water barely and go into where they're like known to be, find like one or two.
Yeah.
Not 500. You know what I mean? And this movie obviously was about a shark for those people who haven't seen it. And these two girls, they're going on a trip and they go in a cage.
Scuba diving.
They go shark watching.
Yeah, shark watching.
In a cage. And the cage ends up breaking. Just plummeted down to the bottom of the ocean. And they end up, it's obviously in shark-infested water. And so they're 47 meters down, hence the name.
And 47 meters is actually a really dangerous
Yeah.
area because if you come up too quickly, you get the bends, which is nitrogen bubbles inside the brain. If they burst, you die. So
very, very bad. So you can't just be like, swim as fast as you can.
yeah, it's not as simple as that.
Yeah.
And really, the shark was just kind of there to make it so they couldn't just
Swim,
pop out of the cage and swim up. So, it was okay.
It wasn't great.
Okay, watching it the second time didn't make it any better.
No, yeah. Watching it again. I was like,
I watched it.
why did I torture myself like this again?
My kids wanted to watch this movie, so I watched it with them. And we watched it, and I was so bored. The first time. And the second time, wow, it didn't make it any better. So,
I like watching shark movies because I like sharks, as I said before. And it just hurts.
yeah.
See the CGI and stuff, it just obviously you can't use real sharks. I'm not saying go get a real shark. That would be stupid.
Here, I'll make the movie really, really good for you. Okay? It's not worth watching, but here's a nice little twist at the end. So, both of them fall down, they get trapped. One's stuck underneath a rock, the other one has to get out, get up, and get help, right? The people on the boat trying to help, they're useless as tits on a log. So, the one girl got out, she doesn't make it. The other girl, so she starts freaking out because she's running low on air, etc., etc. So she starts, working hard, getting out. She squeezes it out, dodges the shark, gets up there onto the boat, is rescued. And then the movie's starting to end, and it goes down back into the water, and it shows her having hallucinations because she's oxygen deprived. There you go. That's the movie. That's
it.
the hour and a half of a movie summed up in 15 seconds. Enjoy the movie.
Yeah, absolutely. The twist at the end was good. I thought the twist at the end was kind of cool.
But it wasn't worth watching an hour and a half worth of a movie. So that's
could've
why
made
I
it into a
gave the
half-hour
twist
show.
away right there. Yeah.
Half-hour show would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Mm-hmm. The next one we watched...
Happy Death Day. I was actually kind of looking forward to this one. I heard great reviews about it, and after watching it, it was great. I started watching it, and the missus was kind of watching in the room, and she actually stopped what she was doing and sat down and watched it with me. And we both enjoyed the movie.
It had a Groundhog Day meets Final Destination feel.
Yep.
To me. It was decent. I didn't like the male actor in the room, the college.
Oh,
kid. I
oh,
didn't like
okay.
him very much.
No, but
So that was off-putting, but the concept of it, the idea of it was pretty cool. Like what the hell? I got this movie, Army of Darkness. Feel no. There's another movie where.
Okay, you think in the first first day that she goes through 15 minutes of the movie, right? And then after that, it takes her 15 minutes and she goes through 3 more times. And then after that, she goes through the days and there's like little montage and it's really cool. And then she starts to figure things out because she basically in this movie has to figure out her own murder. Because this is what happens. I'm not spoiling anything because in the first 15 minutes, she lives a day, she dies, she wakes up, and her day starts again. And she dies and dies and dies and starts to realize, oh, to get out of this cycle, I might have to figure out who's killing me.
Solve my murder, yeah.
Yes, and it was awesome. At least I thought it was really awesome.
I thought it was good. Like, I enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed the idea of it. I enjoyed the... They didn't drag out the... They didn't drag
out the groundhog part. It was like, they didn't relive the whole day. It was just like they got to the point where she was trying to figure something out.
They established that she was living her day over and over.
And she knew it.
And then they moved the story along.
Yeah, and they moved it along quite well. It was really good. I think they threw a couple of really neat little... you could call them expected twists. You're always expecting some sort of twist, but they threw them in there, and they didn't. They did it well, so the twist turned out really nice. And then the last twist at the end,
I thought that was really good.
That was really great.
How you thought it was gonna be like, it was like, oh, this is the end of the movie, and then she wakes up again, and it's not the end, and you're like, what the fuck?
Oh my gosh, that was so great. This is a movie that I'm actually going to go buy. I enjoyed the movie so much. The missus, she enjoyed the movie so much. She wasn't watching, as I said, she wasn't watching it. She was just there. And then I think after the first death, she started paying attention. She's like, oh, what's going on? And it's like, Groundhog Day. I said, oh, okay. And so she watched the second and the third death, and then she was hooked. And we were both watching it, and it was great. Yeah, it
was good. Like, yeah, it's worth a watch. It's definitely worth a watch because it's, like I said, it's the Groundhog Day meets Final Destination, and it wasn't dragged out. Like, you would think that, like, it would have been bad if they dragged out the whole groundhog part of it, but they established it quick.
But they used it as a
on.
tool.
Yeah.
And they didn't dwell. They obviously they did a couple little ha-ha parts when she realized she was doing...
It had an opportunity to go, the stupid slasher movies.
Yeah.
Where they show a bunch of titties and gruesome killings, but they didn't do that.
I
thought when the movie was kind of rolling, I was like, oh, they're going to go that way, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're going to do a little bit of titty, cut the throat action, and it's going to turn into one of them horrible... slasher shitty films, but they didn't go that way.
No,
they kind of stuck with the story of, hey, she's trying to solve her own murder. Oh, you think she solved it? Not quite, and then you figure it out. Oh, so, it's that jealous bitch with the cupcake. I just gave it away.
Yes, you did. I was trying to avoid the spoilers.
Away.
But that's the thing is, like, they set up so many people right at the beginning of who could have been her killer. It's great.
And you never thought it was the girl who turned out to be the killer.
Yeah.
I never did anyways. I never was like, oh, it's her. I'm like, nope. I have absolutely no idea. I thought, oh, it makes sense to be this mass murderer already.
Yeah.
But no. Turns out to be somebody completely different because of jealousy. See what jealousy does to you?
But it was actually really good. And honestly, there's a couple of really good heart moments in there too. It was like... I think it was done really well. It did have the you know how every like slasher film has like the romance in it? Yeah.
It had a romance in it, but it wasn't cheesy to it. It was, hey, the nerd, this guy was a nerdy kid. He scored with the hot chick. But then
here's the thing. The nerdy guy didn't have to work hard. She actually had to work hard for the romance.
Yeah.
The nerd guy was just right place, right time.
And it turned out that he didn't actually sleep with her in the beginning because you thought, oh, she wakes up, they did the dirty, and no, he didn't. He was a respectful nerd.
Yes. As I said, this is a movie that I'm going to go buy. I enjoyed it that much. What the praise that it got in the theaters, well deserved. I think.
I didn't hear anything about it from the theaters. I didn't get any kind of like, like you hear about movies that you're like, oh, this is a good movie, but this one didn't pop up anywhere on my radar. So
Oh, okay.
I heard of it.
It popped up on my radar.
So, but yeah, I would go watch this one definitely. I would 100% go watch this one. This one is definitely a good. It's not scary.
No.
There's no scary aspect to it. It's not.
There's a little bit of blood. There's a little bit of violence.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, nothing crazy. Heck, I'll probably watch it with my kids because it's fun.
I would let my 8-year-old watch it.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not.
That's as shining as a recommendation as you can get from the both of us for a movie.
Yeah.
Really, when it comes right down to it. I think this is one of those surprise hits.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's something that'll surprise you because when you think the first impression I get from it, when you first sit down and watch it in the first couple of minutes, you're like, this is going to turn into a titty slasher film, and it never did. So it gets a win for me. Yeah, so go check this one out for sure.
Yeah.
Don't forget, guys, if you want us to look at any show, any movie, comment down below and we'll check it out. Because we like to torture ourselves. Or
Yeah,
not
we
torture ourselves.
do, actually, and 47 meters is an example of torture.
Oh, God, is it ever? Oh, my God, is it ever?
Check out this video.
You know, it has...
to tell us,
who
to tell you.
It has Mandy Moore in it, right?
Which one's Mandy Moore?
The one girl. She's
Blonde
in This
or...
Is Us. No, the dark hair.
Oh, see, I know the blonde.
Oh.
Because she's actually one of the originals in Vampire Diaries.
See, I know
the originals.
I know the Mandy Moore from This Is Us, and she's really good in This Is Us, but in this movie she's not very good.
Whereas the blonde is actually does a good job. She actually stepped out of her zone because in the Vampire Diaries she has a zone, and in this one she kind of stepped out of it. So it was kind of nice to see that she actually has some acting range.
So don't watch 47 Meters Down.
But watch Happy
Watch
Death Day.
Happy Death Day.
Good.
Let us know. Come back and let us know what you guys thought of it.
Yeah.
Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. Enjoy the movies.
Yeah.